Woke up this morning with my mind set on loving me. With my mind set on loving me.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Sheeta. Thanks for tuning in. And this video will be about my 30-day meatless journey. So I had so many questions about this whole thing, like from my circle, family and friends and things like that, so I decided to make a video about it. Oh, before I get started, I just want to say that I have this shirt on today that says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Pro Breastfeeding, and this shirt is from A Better Me Clothing, and I will drop the details of that in the box below. And let's see what this, oh, this head wrap that you see, this gorgeous head wrap, y'all. This is actually from Nigeria. It came from my grandmother-in-law. She brought it whenever she came over here to visit us, so I'm just in love with it. It's just so fabulous, isn't it? But anyways, I want to tell you guys why I decided to go meatless. So I think like a month before, a little over a month before my 29th birthday, yes, I'm 29, I looked at myself and I was just not happy with what I saw. A lot of people are like, oh, you look so great, you look snapback, this, that. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Like, thanks, but at the same time, I have a certain way that I think I want to look, that I should look, and how I want to. Yeah, I said want. I said that already. But anyways, how I want to look, and what was staring at me in the mirror was not a representation of what I wanted my body to look like. And it's only a few. It might just be a little weight to someone. It was like my pre-baby weight, well, second baby, was I was about 10 pounds out from it, so I just stayed there. Like, I could not get rid of those 10 pounds, but at the same time I wasn't actively working towards getting rid of those 10 pounds. So that was a major thing about it. And then also the ultimate goal is to have a more plant-based diet, and most of the reasons are for the health benefits. I just want to feel better. I want to be healthy. I don't want to, in the future, I don't want to look around and see that I'm face to face with a disease or illness that could have been avoided by simply changing my diet and getting to moving, going outside and walking, running, trying to stay active. I don't want to die. I don't want to be ill. I don't want to be sick from a preventable disease. Like, that's a no-go. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I already said this, but eventually the goal is plant-based diet. I don't want to say more so a vegan, because I'm not completely about that vegan lifestyle, because veganism is a lifestyle. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, animals are our friends and we should respect them and love them. Like, it sucks. It really does suck how we try to mass produce meats and things like that to live up to our standards. Well, not really our standards, but to supply the demand, basically. It kind of sucks what we do to the animal. It does suck. It really does. But at the same time, I understand that it's levels to this shit. And if I could grow, if I could, and if I could raise my own animals and slaughter them and kill them and eat them, I probably would. So with that being said, like, yeah, I'm not all gonna kumbaya with the animals and say they're our friends and things like that, because I just feel like we have food chains for a reason. But that's my stance for now. I don't know, maybe in the future it might change. The only thing I can see about me, I can see me potentially being a vegan, is for the impact that us eating meat, consuming meat, has on the environment. That's the only way I would see it. But as far as me being like, the animals are our friends and we shouldn't eat them, and nah, I'm not with that. I'm not going to even get started on the vegans. They go so hard for animal lives, but won't bat an eye when a black man is gunned down in the street for no valid reason at all. But anyways, that's another story. But okay, let's get started on my meatless journey. So I would say the first week, I kind of winged the whole thing the first week. I didn't have a plan. I was just winging it. I was just like, I'm gonna try to eat salads. Like, I didn't have a foundation, basically. I wasn't prepared the first week. So, but I did go meatless, but it just was like that first week I was still so hungry, y'all. I was so hungry. I was like, what in the world? Like, I'm dying here. But I thugged it out and I got through that first week. And that was mostly the first week that my energy was okay the first week. The second week, however, I was still starving. But I researched other things to replace meat with, and I went shopping that week for it. And I want to say, backtracking to the first week. The first week I planned meals for my family, but I just kind of ate around the plate. And I did that half of the second week as well, where I was just eating what I could around the plate besides the meat. And then half of the second week I actually researched things that I can implement. And I actually got meat replacements, not the processed meats and stuff that vegans eat, but I actually got like beans and grains and things of that nature, and I plugged them in, and my energy kind of picked up. Because that first week, the beginning of it, my energy was so low, and I was like, what is wrong with me? But that was the issue, because my body wasn't getting what it needed. So the third week rolls around, my energy picked back up from that second week, which it was low, and I started to notice like I was having a lot of breakouts on my face, and I guess that was the meat or whatever detoxing and leaving my body and things like that. So I was looking kind of, you know, but it's all good. And the fourth week, my face started clearing up, my energy was great, and that's when I really started seeing the benefits of going meatless. Oh, the actual end day of my 30-day meatless journey, or whatever you want to call it, it was actually Thanksgiving. So I went home, you know, they got the works, everything. So the only meat I actually ate was ham, but I had everything. Oh, excuse me. But the only thing I ate was ham, but I had everything else. But instantly after I consumed that meal, y'all, I got the itis. And y'all know what the itis is. Y'all know what the itis is. And then I told my fiance, I was like, I am so tired, I'm gonna take a nap. Then I started to think, I was like, that's so crazy. All those weeks I went meatless, after a meal I never got sleepy and felt like my energy was just drained from my body. And I was like, that's a problem. Eating foods and things like that drain us, because food is supposed to give us energy. So that was just a ding ding moment for me, or whatever you want to call it. That entire weekend I ate like shrimp, and I had some to-go stuff, you know, from restaurants around there. And my face started breaking back out again. So when meat is leaving out of my body, I have breakouts, and when it's coming back in, I have breakouts. I noticed that about myself. Some of the benefits that I noticed going meatless for 30 days, which basically it is vegetarian, because I still was consuming dairy products, but I tried to limit those, and eventually I'm gonna get rid of those too. But the benefits that I noticed was my energy went through the roof. Like, I had so much energy, like I was up moving. You hear me? I was getting things done. Another thing that I can't really put into words, I don't know how to really say it or explain it, but I hope you guys get it, is that I felt so light. Like, my body felt light, like I was levitating or something. I can't explain it, but that's how I felt when I wasn't eating meat. I felt so light on my feet. I guess it's more so spiritual I'm guessing it's more so spiritual, a spiritual thing. Another thing was my moods, because you know I can be snappy. I'm a tired mama most of the time, and sometimes I'm just, you know, I get a little attitude. And I'm trying to work on it. I'm working on myself, trying to master myself, y'all. It's work every day out here in these streets trying to do it. But that's one thing I know is my moods enhanced. And another thing that was weird, my dreams. I stopped having those weird, crazy, irrational dreams. And when I started back eating meat, they started happening again, but I had to get a nice little crystal for it. But yeah. And the last thing is my creativity went through the roof. Like, I had so many ideas. I was like, yeah, I probably gotta be meatless to make my first million. That's how I'm just feeling. Like, and that's my experience. I know everybody's experience is different and they have a different take on it, but those were the benefits that I experienced. So after that, and I introduced meat again, but not that much. Now my diet is probably like 90% plant-based, well, vegetarian, because I haven't done away with dairy products and things like that. So, but 90% meatless, probably more than that now, because I'm just on it and making sure I have a plan for the whole entire week, what I'm gonna eat, as well as my family. What would I say? If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you can see some of the meals that I prepared, and a lot of people have inboxed me about tutorials for it. So I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it and let y'all know if I'm gonna do it. But I've done the mushroom almond meatballs. I've done meatloaf out of lentils and I forgot what else was in it, but I did some chickpea curry, which was off the chain. I did a little vegan soul food, well, vegetarian soul food meal with greens, yams, rice and gravy, cornbread, the whole works, you know. Our little traditional New Year's meal with a twist to it, with a plant-based twist to it. If I had any advice, I would say plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail when it comes to this. If you're trying to make a lifestyle change, you have to have a plan. I'm telling you, the beginning of the week, top of the week, make sure you're writing out your meals, or you're prepping those meals. Deviate from your original goal, because let me tell you, if you're hungry, when you're hungry, your mind is all over the place. You might see a freaking fast food restaurant, and guess what, you're gonna be right in that drive-through. So make sure you have a plan so you can stick to it. Like I said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make sure you're doing that or whatever. Another thing, most of the things I replaced my meats with were like I had kidney beans, black beans, lentils, chickpeas, and I did some fried cauliflower, fried mushrooms, and things like that when I was missing chicken. So that's just a few things that you can use to substitute for your meats. To give anybody advice that's thinking about changing up their diet and going on this journey, I know sometimes it's so discouraging when you tell your friends, you tell your family, especially when it's black people. Sometimes I love my people, but sometimes when you do something that's out of the norm, they always question it, or they always give you the side eye. But let me tell you, your journey is your journey. If you want to do it and it's beneficial to you and your health, your well-being, not just physically but spiritually as well for some of us, then go ahead and do it. But that's about it. I think I pretty much covered everything. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Peace, love, and light, queens and kings.
Woke up this morning with my mind